Alright, picture this. The skies are dark and angry, thunder rolling across the hills of ancient Israel. The air is thick with tension, and every living thing seems to be holding its breath, waiting for something big to happen. The clouds are swirling, and the wind howls through the valleys, making the trees bend and sway. The land is dry, desperate for rain. For 3 long years, not a single drop has fallen. The rivers have shrunk to trickles, the crops have withered, and the people are growing weary and hopeless. Every day they look to the sky, hoping for a sign that relief is coming. Now, smack in the middle of all that, there's Elijah, the prophet, the guy who's not afraid to speak up, even to kings. He's a man with a mission, standing tall when everyone else is shrinking back. Elijah's reputation is legendary. He's known for his courage, his honesty, and his unshakable faith. King Ahab is watching from his chariot, probably thinking he's got the fastest ride around. He's surrounded by his royal guards. His horses are the best in the land, and his chariot gleams in the dim light. Ahab is used to being in control, used to having the upper hand. After all, chariots were the sports cars of ancient times. They were the ultimate symbol of speed, power, and status. If you wanted to get somewhere fast or show off your wealth, a chariot was the way to do it. But Elijah? He's got something even more powerful. Faith, guts, and a direct line to God. He doesn't need fancy wheels or a team of horses. What he has is invisible, but it's stronger than anything you can see. So here's what happens. Elijah climbs to the top of Mount Carmel. The climb is steep and rocky, but he doesn't hesitate. He's determined, focused, and ready to do whatever it takes. He prays hard, asking God to send rain after 3 brutal years of drought. His prayers are passionate, filled with hope and urgency. He's not just praying for himself, he's praying for his people, for the land, for everyone who's been suffering. And suddenly, boom! Dark clouds gather, the wind picks up, and finally rain starts to pour. The first drops hit the ground like a promise, and soon the earth is drinking in the water it's been craving for so long. People shout for joy, animals lift their heads, and hope is reborn. Elijah tells Ahab, "You'd better get moving. The rain's about to hit. There's no time to waste. The roads will turn to mud, and the storm will make travel dangerous." Elijah's words are urgent, and Ahab knows he has to act fast. Ahab hops in his chariot, horses snorting and hooves pounding down the muddy road to Jezreel. The wheels spin, mud flies, and the race is on. The king is determined to reach the city before the storm becomes too fierce. But here's where things get wild. Out of nowhere, the Spirit of the Lord comes upon Elijah and, get this, he tucks his cloak into his belt and takes off running. He's not jogging, he's not pacing himself. He's sprinting with everything he's got. I mean, full-on sprinting. Imagine the mud splashing, the wind whipping his hair, his feet pounding the earth as he races through the storm. Now remember, the chariot has horses. Powerful, fast horses. These animals are trained for speed, bred for strength, and they're giving it everything they've got. But Elijah, fueled by faith and a serious burst of God-given energy, blazes down the road, overtaking Ahab's chariot. He's running faster than anyone thought possible, leaving everyone, including the king, in total shock. Families, imagine your dad beating a sports car in a foot race. Yeah, it's that unbelievable. It's the kind of story you'd tell your friends and they wouldn't believe you unless they saw it with their own eyes. Why is this story so incredible? It's not just about speed, it's about the impossible becoming possible. About ordinary people doing extraordinary things when they trust in something greater than themselves. It's about trusting in something bigger than yourself. Elijah didn't have fancy gear or high-tech shoes, he just had faith, determination, and the courage to act when he was needed most. He ran with nothing but his belief and his purpose. So what can I learn from Elijah outrunning Ahab's chariot? Sometimes life throws challenges my way that seem impossible. There are moments when the odds are stacked against me, when the road ahead looks too tough to travel. But with faith in God, who always wants the best for us, I can find the strength to go further than I ever thought possible. When I believe, when I dig deep and refuse to give up, amazing things can happen. Next time you're facing something tough, remember Elijah. Remember that even when the odds seem impossible, you can surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Remember that wild sprint down the road, the pouring rain, and the power of believing you're not alone. Sometimes the greatest victories come when you least expect them, and when you trust that you're part of something bigger. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through one of the Bible's most jaw-dropping races. Stories like this remind us that adventure, courage, and hope are always possible no matter the odds. Stick around for more epic stories. Who knows what adventure comes next? Remember to like and subscribe. The next chapter could be even more amazing.